What is going on? Greetings and salutations, man, to the whole community. It's great, to go live once again. Flash live. Y'all know what it is, man. I put it there in the thumbnail, right? It's a flash live out of nowhere, man. So I just want to talk a little bit about, current developments, some news, interesting news, man. I want to talk about today. I think some people already know about it as far as, generalities, all right, concerning something I want to talk about. It's in the thumbnail. And just some news, current developments in the sport of boxing, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody's doing well, man. I hope everybody, is just staying safe out there. You know how it is, man. We're almost finished with the year, man. 2020. We're almost done. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it just crazy how this year went by, man? For me, it went by very fast. Despite all the crazy stuff that's going on, in the world, all this corona stuff, man, it just went by so fast, man. Rest in peace to all those who have, passed away because of what's going on, man. And it all just went haywire since March, at least here in Mexico, you know what I'm saying? So we're in December, man. We made it so far, thankfully, and I'm always thankful to see another day, man. And I know you guys are too, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what we're going through, man. We wake up to see another day, man. There's hope. So, I hope everybody's safe. When I say that, I say it from the bottom of my heart, man. So I really appreciate each and every one of you, those who have been subscribing, new subscribers, man, salute. This is a platform, I repeat, you know what I'm saying, where we just talk the sport of boxing. That's all we do. You know what I mean? And those who have been with me since day one, those who, are jumping in the building right now. Toby Bartlett, what's going on, man? Yeah, Toby, Toby, just to let you know, you can see in the thumbnail there. And I got to clarify something for those who are maybe gonna eventually listen in the background. Oh, you put Boo in the thumbnail, and you're a Bud hater, and no, of course not. People get too led a little bit too quickly just by looking at a simple thumbnail, man. It's crazy, but yeah. So I mean, we're gonna talk about that. And that's why I put the emoji in the thumbnail of a thinking face. It's like, I was thinking some stuff. So Chen Smoke, what's going on, family? How you doing, Chen Smoke? Saludos, man. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estás, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Thank you guys so much for jumping in, man. So I just want to talk about, some news. And like I said, man, thank you guys so much, man, for tuning in. And for those, everybody who's been checking the videos out, all you guys, ladies and gentlemen, recent subscribers since day one, right? Actually, I don't think it's necessary, but I'm going to soon. I think I'm going to wrench people up soon. All right. So as you guys know, I mean, my platform's small, but eventually I think I'm going to have to start wrenching people up. Okay. So you'll see why in the near future, I think. Okay. But yeah, it's all good, man. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. So let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about the sport of boxing, man. And I hope you guys, Toby, I hope your mom's doing well, bro. I hope your mom's doing well, family. Just let us know how she's doing, man. I hope she's doing better. You know what I'm saying? And I've been praying for her, man. So, prayers up once again for Toby's mom. His mom, you know what I'm saying? His family out there, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. That I think she's doing good. Okay. I just feel it, I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I got intuition and stuff like that, right? But, Toby's mom, salute to her, blessings to her, you know what I'm saying? To Toby, to your whole family, Chen Smoke, to you, to your whole family, to everybody. Like I said, you guys, let's be thankful, let's be grateful. It's the end of 2020. We made it. We're making it out of the year, man. And let's just hope the best for 2021. I heard there's a vaccine out there in the UK. I don't remember which area exactly, but, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first country that's actually applying the first actual certified vaccine. So, let's just keep our hopes up. I know there's a lot of controversy in this. I know that, a lot of people think that, in the vaccine, there's some fishy stuff in there. I don't know, man. I'm just having my hopes up, man. I'm just having my hopes up. I don't get into those weird talks. And I'm not saying that it's not legit, but, I don't know, man. I just, that's all I know, that the new vaccine's out. It looks like the UK, they're going to start, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw it this morning, a 90-year-old lady is the first woman who took the actual first person to take the vaccine. So I don't know, man. I just got my hopes high, man. Let's just hope for 2021, man, that things get better. You know what I'm saying? Things will get back to quote unquote normality, but it's just nuts. It's just nuts. So, man, I thank you guys, man. And I hope you guys are doing great. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the top. Let's get to boxing talk, man. Let's get to it. All right. So, isn't this great, you guys? I gotta say something. This is awesome. Man, Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Ain't that cool? I mean, no, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding, dude, man. Well, I want to start out with this, all right? Just real quick. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is just something, this whole Logan Paul Mayweather, it's just a money grab. Everybody knows it, and it's something that I've been saying since a long time ago, ever since the first Logan Paul and KSI fight went down. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to be a trend. I knew this was going to gain traction. I knew it was, and I've been saying it, so it's no surprise. I don't know how people, why so many people are so like, oh my gosh, this is, everybody, I knew this was going to happen. I've been saying it, what I'm saying, and it is what it is, man. This whole Logan Paul and Mayweather stuff, whatever. It's just a money grab, and I'm really not too excited about it. I'm not excited. I can just care less about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, Chen Smokes is here. Yeah. Yes, sir. Stay positive and keep grinding the good energy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Definitely, man. We just got to stay upbeat about everything. You know what I'm saying? Bad things happen, but everything happens for a reason. We just got to remember that. Everything happens for a reason. Let's just roll with the punches. That's why I love the sport of boxing, too. That's another thing that encouraged me. I look at fighters. I see how they train. I see how they're in the zone, fight ready. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we got to do it in life, man. We got to roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? And stay upbeat and keep going. You know what I'm saying? All good. Thanks for asking. Thanks for your prayers. I did tell her. Oh, great, Toby. I hope you did, bro. Tell her I said hi again. All right. Definitely, man. Toby says here, Logan ain't even the best Paul brother. I'm not. I give credit, bro, to okay, Jake Paul knocked out Nate Robinson. I understand. But I liked how I saw his patience in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul didn't get emotional. He was patient against Nate. Nate, no idea how to box, but whatever. It's just for giggles. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing, Mayweather and Logan Paul, it's going to be just for giggles, whatever, right? So we'll see, man. I don't really care about it, but it is what it is, man. I've been saying it's going to happen. I've been saying it for months and months, man. This stuff it looks like it's going to gain traction, and I'm sure it's going to be more of this. So I said that months and months ago. I think it was my first video when this first came out, this whole Logan KSI stuff. So, I knew it was going to happen. So it is what it is, right? So whatever, right? Now check this out, guys. I want to talk about something. It looks like Billy Joe Saunders, okay, and Demetrius Andrade, they're probably going to fight, okay? There's a possibility. Oh, thanks, Toby. Awesome. It looks like they're going to fight. Now, the thing here is I don't really trust it because, Eddie Hearn, he's coming out and saying that it looks like, they're leaning towards, don't quote me, but it looks like, in my words, paraphrasing that, it looks like it's a possibility that Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade are going to fight. Now, I hope they do. I really do hope they do. But then again, I really take this with a grain of salt because, promoters in general, man. Okay, just for an example. Promoters in general, many times they just say things and it's just pie in the sky. It's just to get attention or something. I don't know, man. Well, I guess they call it nowadays clout chasing, right? What are we seeing right now in social media? What are we seeing right now in Instagram, Twitter, blah, 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 right? What are we seeing? ESPN, or I think PBC or, who's next? And then they put, Bud Crawford and Spence like throwing punches at each other, right? It's like a picture, right? A nice image of them two throwing punches. Who's next? We know very well. This is what I'm saying here, guys. We know very well. And I've been saying this for a while. We're not going to see, and I'm almost positive, mark my words, and if I'm wrong, great, because I want to be wrong. I want to be proven wrong, with that. We're not going to see Spence versus Bud. That's why I don't really talk about it. Y'all know my channel. Check my channel. I don't talk about this really too much. Very minimally do I speak about it, because why am I going to speak about pie in the sky? You know what I'm saying? I do mention it and I do elaborate my point of view, but then I just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Spence and Bud is going to happen in 2021. No, it's not. Okay. Because we already got talks. You already know. I posted a video the other day about it, that, most likely it's going to be, Pacquiao and Spence next year. You know what I'm saying? Spence is talking about coming back in the summertime. So we're not most likely not going to see it. No Spence and Bud next year. Bud's contract, he's still with Top Rank. Now, he's not working for Bob anymore. Well, I guess he is officially, technically, I guess, right? Bud is still working for Bob, whatever, right? Bob is the main guy, but he's under some guy named Todd, right? I posted a video speaking about that the other day. You know what I'm saying? When Bob was talking all that stuff about Bud, that he loses money, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, his contract is up until around October. I don't think Bud is going to buy himself out of the contract. That's the thing there. I think Bud is comfortable. He's comfortable at Top Rank. But why am I saying all this? Because that's what happens time and time again. We hear it so many times, whatever the promoter is, right? I mean, maybe less from some and more from others, other promoters and promotional companies, right? We hear it time and time again. That's why I take it. Getting back to what I'm saying, that's why I take this whole Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade with a grain of salt. But it's possible because, let me get back to what I'm saying, because, and I exhaustively explain what I'm saying so that we can understand it holistically, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to promoters, many times they just throw out, a question out there just to gain traction and just to see, fans bickering back and forth when it's not even going to happen soon. You see what I'm saying? And I've been saying this for a minute, man. I've been saying this for months. I don't know how long I've been saying it, but I don't see it. I don't see Bud Crawford and Spence happening in 2021. I repeat it one more time, just get it out there. It's probably going to happen at least in 2022 or maybe 2023, because like I said, Bud's contract is until October 21. Okay. And by that time, he'll be a free agent if he doesn't sign again to Top Rank, which is a possibility, because like I said, Bud's comfortable, man. He's doing okay. I mean, he's making money. He's said it he's said it before on Instagram, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever social media, he's comfortable, he's making good money. And who wouldn't be? I'm not knocking Bud. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand it. What would we do in his shoes? You know what I'm saying? He's making good money. Look at the opponents he's fighting. I mean, he's making good money. I mean, he's comfortable. Why is he gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I personally think, I've said this before, and just to get it out there again, I think that Bud, he's shooting for this. Why is he only saying Pac and Spence? Because he's shooting for the big money fights, okay? So I think that personally, man, he'll probably leave Top Rank, right? He probably will, but who knows? He'll probably resign. Who knows? He's comfortable, but whatever, right? He'll probably possibly be a free agent after the October, right? Contract finishes, whatever, with Top Rank, be a free agent, and then go for a big money fight and possibly just retire after that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's comfortable. He's doing all right. So why do I say all this? Because, all right. ASAP Sam, you're definitely right, bro. You're definitely right, family. Thanks so much for jumping in. Looks like you're new here. I haven't seen you before, but thanks so much for jumping in, man. Yeah, and I'm going to get back to you real quick with Toby right now, what he's saying right here. We'll get to that right now with ASAP. We'll get to that definitely right now, bro. Thank you so much for jumping in, man. Go ahead and feel free to subscribe. This is just a platform that loves the sport of boxing. We talk sport of boxing, great community here. Welcome, family, welcome. So, so that's the thing. We always see this time and time again. Like I said, more from some promoters or promotional companies and less from others, maybe, right? But we're seeing it recently. After Spence beat Danny in a wonderful fashion, really great fight. I really enjoyed it. What do we see? What do we see? Oh, who's next? I mean, come on, be quiet. Don't even ask those people who know about how, how the pattern and how, promotional companies conduct themselves concerning promotions and stuff like that, promoting fights, potential fights. This is not going to happen soon, you guys. I mean, we can just slow down, relax. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. That's why I don't really talk about it. That's why I repeat, I don't really talk about Bud and Spence versus Spence because it's not going to happen soon. So, I mean, who's going to fight next? And then I think Top Rank posted that also where it shows, Bud and Spence punching at each other in the ring or whatever, right? That's not going to happen. You think that Spence is going to be next? Of course not. Spence is not going to fight Bud next. I mean, we got to make that clear. We got to make that clear, man. I mean, it looks like Pacquiao's possible. Spence said he's going to come back in summer. I don't think he's going to come back and fight Bud. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whether it be this or that, whatever, I'm not going to say Spence is duck. I don't know, man. They know the ins and outs of that stuff. But, I'm not going to say that Spence is ducking or this and that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Now, ASAP Sam, this is the thing here. Exactly. You're totally right, ASAP Sam. But I think the next best bet for Bud, man, the next best bet, and I didn't want to talk about this too much. Well, I'm gonna get to that in a moment because that's the thumbnail. I'm going to share the screen. Hold on. Let me share this. Ta-da! All right. So there it is. Hope you guys see that, right? We're going to get to that in a moment. Okay, we're going to get to that in a moment. So Bud versus Porter is the next best bet. I'm going to get back to the comment, definitely. So the reason why I say all this, you guys, I take this whole Andrade and Billy Joe Saunders with a grain of salt. I hope it happens. Okay, but Eddie Hearn is saying, it's possible going to fight. We're probably going to see that fight. I don't know, man. I hope it happens because Andrade, he needs an opponent already. He needs a decent opponent. Who is he going to fight recently? Dusty Hernandez, something like that. With all due respect, never heard of this dude. If I'm not mistaken, he originally fights in the welterweight division, move up, fight Andrade. Then he got coronavirus, supposedly, right? Supposedly, this Dusty guy got something, I think coronavirus, and then the fight's off. Andrade, man, I mean, he needs a decent opponent. It's been too long. It's been enough time, long enough where we have seen Andrade with under par opponents, according to the skills that he has. So he has to fight Billy Joe Saunders. He has to. If he fights another guy, around the block or whatever, I'm not, all due respect to these other fighters, but, he has to fight somebody, man. I mean, I just got to put it out there. And so Toby says, doesn't one of them have to drop a belt under WBO rules, either Andrade going up or Billy Joe going? I really don't know, bro. And that's the thing, man. I mean, sometimes, okay, there's another thing that was recently spoken about in media, whatever, right? That, Pacquiao, he has had that WBA belt for a while, hasn't dropped it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Sanctioned bodies sometimes, I don't understand how they do things sometimes, but you know what it is, man. It's a business. So, I mean, yeah. So I don't really know. I really don't know as far as those details, but I just know, bro, that they got to fight, man. These guys have to fight, man. Definitely, man. Andrade and Billy Joe would be great. It would be great for, Eddie Hearn's, DAZN or whatever, Matchroom, whatever they're going to fight under. I mean, it would be great. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they do, man. And, Billy Joe just did I'm not going to knock Billy Joe, man. I mean, I understand he does have that stain in his reputation, as far as him. I guess he paused dirty some time ago. I don't like that. I don't like hearing about fighters popping dirty. I really frown upon that. I think everybody should as fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about Billy Joe, but I'm not going to knock him as far as his recent, his performance in the ring. Okay. For example, he just fought this Martin Murray, right? Martin Murray, he did great. I did a post-fight reaction on that fight. You know what I'm saying? He did great. Hopefully, and I talked about in that post-fight reaction right after the fight, just I think the next day, I talked about, hopefully Billy Joe fights soon Canelo or an Andrade. That would be amazing. That would be great stuff, man. And I think that would really boost up Billy Joe Saunders also. Outside the ring, that's his business. He has done some foolish things, man. He has done some really foolish things, Billy Joe. But as far as in the ring, I'm not knocking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking what he did against Martin Murray. He looked great. He looked great. You know what I'm saying? But so we'll see, man. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. We'll see. Eddie Hearn's talking about, okay, Demetrius Andrade and Billy Joe, they're probably going to fight soon. They're probably, they're talking about it. So hopefully they do. Andrade desperately needs an opponent. Andrade desperately needs an opponent. He does. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you guys so much for opinionating here. So we're going to get back to ASAP. Definitely his comment right there. Thanks so much for jumping in. Chen Smoke says that fight should happen in 2021, but you're probably right. It won't. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're going to get back to that in a moment. Okay, Chen, we're going to get back definitely to that. So that's a fight they both need. Yeah, exactly. Do. And look, Chen Smoke. I'm not knocking. I laugh. Okay, look at, ladies and gentlemen. People think that, I go on other platforms, I'm sitting there in the chat, I chat away with them. I go back and forth with the hosts of the platforms, whatever, channels, whatever. I laugh. I have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the channel. You guys already know. I'm a platform where I don't call fighters bums. I don't call them Uber drivers. I don't say none of that. You know what I'm saying? But when others say it, I understand. I laugh because I know where they're coming from. You see what I'm saying? I'm not knocking everybody. I'm not knocking anyone that says, oh, he's a bum. He's just fighting bum. No, because I understand what they're saying. I understand. You know what I'm saying? And I laugh. I have fun. It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And Chen Smoke, exactly. That's why I laugh. People, okay, let me get to this real quick. Chen Smoke, what he's saying, I mean, there's a reason to why people say this. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason. There's a reason to why people call Demetrius Andrade Doo Andrade, okay? I'm sorry. There's a reason to that. Why? Because look at the opponents he's been facing. People are right now, I'm upset. And I've been saying this. I'm upset with this, the opponents that Demetrius Andrade has been facing, with the level of talent that he has, with the level of skills that he has, you know what I'm saying? And for whoever's in charge, I guess, in this case, it's Eddie Hearn or whatever, right? Whoever's been maneuvering and pulling the strings for Demetrius Andrade's career, look at the opponents he's been facing for the past while, months and months and months and months. I made a video about it months ago, you know what I'm saying, talking about this. And it's just sad. And that's why Demetrius Andrade is getting that name. People are calling him Doo Andrade. People are calling him, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame people for saying that. It's funny because, to a certain, I know where they're coming from. I know where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Zeno is in the building. What's going on? Salute to Amsterdam, man. What's going on, Zeno? I hope you're doing great, man. I hope you're doing great. You know, just in another Flash Live. You know what it is, man. Just doing Flash Live, talking about some news, box talk. We're going to get to some Bud Crawford. We're going to get some Canelo in a moment. Definitely, man. So we're talking about right now just Demetrius Andrade, Billy Joe Saunders, man. It's a possible fight, which is, there's hope. But I take it with a grain of salt at the same time. Because like I said, you know, these promoters sometimes, they just say things, and a lot of times it's pie in the sky. For the current situation that we're in the context of now, and in the context of now, sometimes these promoters throw pie in the sky just to gain traction, just to promote. I mean, that's what it is, just commercialize, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's not even going to happen soon. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Getting back to that, I don't know. I take Billy Joe Saunders versus Demetrius Andrade with a grain of salt, even though Eddie Hearn's talking about it. I take it with a grain of salt, but I really hope it happens. That fight has to happen next. It has to. It has to. These guys, Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade, they would get their name out there even more. They would get their name out there even more. And they need it. Right now is the perfect time. Next year, early next year is the perfect time for these guys to fight. Perfect time. Andrade is good just too much be it. Exactly. Chen spoke. I know. It's just and Andrade's not doing much to promote himself either. I don't know what the heck, Andrade. I know it's promoters' jobs to do that, but you also have to do something, man, as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for example, Bud Crawford. I mean, there's so much things that I don't hate on. And of course not. Y'all know my channel. It's just facts are facts. I'm saying, but Bud looks like a more introvert guy. We're going to get to that in a moment. But yeah, Andrade, he's not doing much as it is himself. So, I mean, these guys got to really, you know, Dusty. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Dusty Hernandez, it's like, he was going to fight this dude named Dusty and Andrade. It's like, just as it was, I think it was good. Okay. It was good for, I mean, of course not. I don't wish harm on anybody, you know, apart from the corona, whatever. It was good that this Dusty fight and Boo Boo Andrade fight didn't happen. It was good because had that fight happened, and had Demetrius Andrade won, and just for the fight being announced and official, look at all the criticism. If you go, check this out, guys. If you even go to Twitter, I remember this happening when the Demetrius Andrade fight and the Dusty Hernandez fight was announced in Twitter, everything about 90% of the comments or 95% of the comments in that announcement in Twitter, under, you know, DAZN or Matchroom or whatever, Eddie Hearn or whatever, they posted, you know, Demetrius Andrade's face and Dusty Hernandez. Okay. 95% of the they were criticizing this, or like, who the heck is, you know, they were saying, who's Dusty? Oh, another taxi driver, another, you know, they were saying, oh, another, you know, lame opponent and blah, blah, blah. It's like, exactly, Toby. People were like, what the, you know, Dusty Hernandez, who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So that's what I'm saying. It was good that this fight was off. It was good. It was good for It was good for Demetrius Andrade's career and reputation that the Dusty Hernandez versus Demetrius Andrade fight was called off. It was good because now Eddie Hearn's talking about, okay, Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I take it with a grain of salt at the same time. But this fight better happen, because if we see, you know, early next year, Demetrius Andrade versus you know, whoever the heck, man, Demetrius Andrade, man, it's just looking horrible. I mean, as it is right now, Demetrius Andrade's career it's looking bad. It's looking bad. These guys got to fight. Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade. This would be amazing stuff right here. That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking Billy Joe Saunders with the last performance. He got skills. Billy Joe Saunders has skills. Some fighters who have popped dirty, we got to face the facts, you guys, got skills. Canelo, he popped dirty. I mean, I'm just saying facts, and it is what it is. There's no debate against the Canelo popped dirty. He popped dirty, but he got skills. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, so Billy Joe Saunders, I'm not knocking his skills. I mean, that's why I'm saying this fight would be amazing. Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade would be an amazing fight. Definitely be amazing. Bruce goes. What's going on, my brother? How you doing, man? We're just talking some boxing. You know what, man? We know what it is. Flash Live, just talking a little news. We're going to get to Bud Crawford and Canelo in a moment, man. Good stuff right here, man. So thanks so much for jumping in, man. Thanks so much, ASAP Sam. I don't know. That's the problem, ASAP Sam. That's the problem. No announcements, no proximate date, no nothing. I mean, it's right now. We just got word. Okay. I mean, it's fresh, you know, that there's a possibility Billy Joe Saunders is going to fight Demetrius Andrade, and that it just stops there. It just stops there because Eddie Hearn is like entertaining that thought. But they got to make moves. You see, Demetrius Andrade, he got to pressure Eddie Hearn. You got to go call him up and say, hey, I need a fight, man. Put me, and, you know, start posting on social media, start pushing for the fight. You got to do something, Andrade. Don't just sit on your behind and just sit there and do nothing on your couch waiting for your promoter to call you. You got to call. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's the thing with fighters nowadays. Sometimes, not everybody, obviously, but some, you know, you got to push it. You got to push it. If you really want it, that just shows if you really want it. I personally think that Demetrius Andrade, he's just been comfortable. Similar situation with Bud Crawford. Similar situation with Bud Crawford. He's just comfortable, man. He's just comfortable getting these checks. Look at the type of phone. Look at guys. Look at the type of opponents Demetrius Andrade has been fighting. He's been getting easy checks. You see what I'm saying? What would we do in their shoes? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I understand these fighters to a certain extent. To a certain extent. I'm not justifying them. But Demetrius Andrade is comfortable. Look at these easy opponents he's been fighting with these checks. I mean, this guy is comfortable, man. He ain't fighting. We got to face the facts. Demetrius Andrade, he's not fighting for legacy. No, he's not. He's just fighting for that paycheck, man. He got skills. He got the talent to do it. So he's just making these checks. You know, he's not promoting himself. He's not pushing for fights. You know, maybe he throws a tweet here and there about Charlo, and, you know, once in every blue moon and once in a blue moon, it's just like, nah, dude. So hopefully it happens. And that's what I'm saying, ASAP. No announcement as far as dates or nothing. But we do have right now, you know, Eddie Hearn talking about entertaining the thought between, you know, Billy Joe Saunders and Andrade. It better happen soon. I have my hopes high. I think it will. I think it's going to happen soon. So let's see what's going on. JC, the author. JC, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, my brother? Family, how you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for jumping in. We're just talking some current events, you know, in the sport of boxing, man. So we're going to get to Bud right now in a moment. And Canelo, some interesting news right here, man. And everybody knows about Bud right now. So, but as you can see in the thumbnail, I'm thinking. I'm thinking, And we're going to see what we're thinking about right now. Okay, so thanks so much for jumping in, man. Thanks so much, man. We got Rommel Lane. How's it going, family? Man, y'all jumping in the building. Thanks so much, man. Rommel Lane, thanks so much for jumping up in here. D Hodges, LDBC, salute to the LDBC, man. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, man. Thank you guys so much, man. So we're going to keep chopping this up here. Let me just get to the comments real quick. Andrade needs a name and a real test. And that's the problem. He's been needing a name. He's been needing a name for so many months. And that's that sad thing about Andrade. Andrade, I think, is going to leave the sport with that reputation. He's probably going to fight one good name, which is Billy Joe Saunders, and that's it. I don't even think he's going to fight Charlo, guys. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, those who are tuning in, I don't think Andrade's even going to fight Charlo. It's sad, but it's most likely true. And it is what it is, man. This Andrade, sad stuff. And I want to see him in there with the top guy. I know, man. I know. And check this out. This is the same situation with several fighters. I'm just talking about right now Andrade because it's current developments. It's current developments that Eddie Hearn's talking about, you know, having him possibly fight Billy Joe Saunders. Why not? If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if Billy Joe Saunders is under Frank Warren or Eddie Hearn. I think he's under Eddie Hearn. I don't remember. But, I mean, why not make the fight? I mean, this fight has to happen. It has to. And unfortunately, right now, we're talking about Andrade because it's current developments. But, I mean, this is happening with several fighters. You know, a lot of these fighters, several fighters need names and a real test. You know, and I definitely want to see him with the top guy too. I mean, and Billy Joe Saunders is one of those guys, and he has to fight him. Has to. Man, we got box conversations with Reggie Owens is in the building. Go check him out. Go subscribe to him, man. Family is in the house. Family in the. You know, we have done some great shows together, me and Reggie, man. You know, with Curtis, with you know, Stormy B, man. Go check it out. You know, it's called Boxing Then and Now. Got to get back to it. I'm gonna hit you guys up definitely. Curtis is in the building also, man. He's in the building, man. The historian. Come on, I love it. You know, so we had a great show going. Went up to episode 7, and I got to continue. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna turn in my final project today. Yes, I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free from the chains of studying. I'm just kidding, man. I love studying, but you know, my final project I'm turning in of my last module of my semester. So, man, y'all get ready. Hopefully, we're gonna get this. We're gonna arrange this stuff in, man. Please, Reggie Owens, Curtis, please consider this, man. Boxing. We're gonna do boxing then now. We're gonna continue at Storm B, man. OG, I'm gonna contact him definitely, man. We gotta get back. Got some great topics in my mind. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to push some content, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be pushing some content because now I finished my final project. You know, I got to turn in. That's all I got to do. Lord willing, you know, it's all good. I'm going to be pushing some content, man, these weeks. I'm going to be on vacation soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I'm so happy. I love it. Okay, so everybody's saluting each other. Hey, Box fans, thanks so much for jumping in, man. Y'all are jumping in the building. Thanks so much. So I'm going to get back to the comments, and then we're going to get back to what we're talking about. So we got Box fans. Thanks so much for jumping in, man. Boo Boo is giving Rhode Island a ban. Man, I didn't even know Boo Boo was from Rhode Island. And that's the thing, man. He's just looking bad on these streets, man. It's sad. It's sad. Andrade with his talent. Andrade did offers. Yeah, I heard that. Now, look, Toby. Now, this is the thing here. And we're going to get to that in a moment with Canelo. Triple G, man. I mean, did he fight Sesmeta yet? I don't even know what's going on with Triple G. And Triple G... No. He in my personal opinion, Triple G is going to be it's not going to be much of a competition if he fights Charlo. It's not going to be much of a competition if Triple G fights Andrade. It's not going to be much of a competition if Triple G fights Canelo in a trilogy. It's going to be maybe not easy work, but it's not going to be tough. It's going to be like a Danny Garcia versus Spence. Bam. That's a perfect analogy, right? That's a perfect example. I mean, yeah, styles make fights, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, Charlo, Andrade, and Canelo, if they fight Triple G, it's going to be like a Danny versus Spence. Face beat up. I mean, these guys are in their prime. Andrade, Charlo, Canelo, these guys are in their prime. I don't even think they should consider Triple G. Triple G, man. And you know what I'm saying, Toby? I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Maybe it would be nice to watch. I'm not saying it wouldn't, but Triple G is going to get a hard beating. He's going to get a hard beating. He's going to beat. That dude's out of his prime. You know what I'm saying? All due respect to Triple G, though, man. I liked watching his fights. I mean, I'm not knocking him, but it's just that the situation that we're in right now, how old he is, out of his prime, slower. Man, he gets hit way too much nowadays. I don't know, man. I don't know about you. Look what happened against Derevyanchenko. He was getting beat up. And controversially, a lot of people said that, debatably, a lot of people said that Derevyanchenko won the fight. So, just Triple G, man, I don't know about that guy. But yeah, I mean, Toby, I know what you're saying. Andrade did offer Charlo the $7 million once. I don't know what happened there. I honestly don't know. But all I know is that Andrade needs a name. He needs a name. He needs to fight. Curtis Anderson, man, y'all tune in too. Blue Blood Sports TV, man. Curtis Anderson is co-host there, dropping gems all the time. He's also on Stormy B Man channel. Check him out, please. Stormy B Man, on Thursday nights. They do 3 Wise Men of Boxing. Man, beautiful stuff right there. Beautiful stuff, man. I learned so much from these guys. And these guys I love them. Thanks so much for jumping in. Curtis, man, we're just talking about, current developments in the sport. About PGH. What's going on, family? What's going on? Thanks so much for jumping in. It's great to see you, man. Great to see each and every one of you. Andrade is getting screwed. He definitely is getting, this is the thing. I don't know what, it just perplexes me. Fighters, how can you tolerate getting screwed so much? You know what I'm saying? How can you tolerate? That's why I've said this time and time again. That's why I'm boxing. Then now we've talked about this. We had an episode. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. When I was talking about a moment ago about boxing then and now, we talked about promoters and we talked about this very thing, how fighters get screwed. And we talked about how fighters need a team around them. I just recently said, okay, please listen, ladies and gentlemen. I just posted a video about Danny Garcia. Okay. And he's talking about helping fighters, that they need a health insurance plan. They need a 401k. They don't have any of that. And Danny Garcia, salute. No one's really talking about it. And that's why I posted a video about it, because it's important. I think it's important. Danny Garcia wants to look out for fighters, man. I think that's amazing. He wants to make a company. Okay. He's in the works of making a company and helping out fighters from getting screwed. And just like what PGH is saying, you know what I'm saying? Andrade's getting screwed. And I don't know why fighters don't see this. Fighters got to wake up and smell the coffee beans. Not everybody, you know what I'm saying? There are some smart fighters out there that know how to handle their business, know how to not get screwed. And Andrade, unfortunately, is one of those guys who's getting screwed. Bud Crawford, with all due respect, love him, but he's one of those guys that's getting screwed, and he's been getting screwed. I mean, facts are facts, man. I mean, imagine Bud Crawford, how much money he'd be making right now had he not re-signed a contract to Top Rank. We know the story. And a lot of fighters are in that situation, and it's sad to see it. It's sad to see it. Why can't he get Billy Joe, Triple G? I know. I mean, exactly. They all fight on the zone. I mean, that's what I understand. I don't understand it. These fighters need to get some people, you know, to wake up, smell the coffee beans, smell the espresso, fighters, please, and go out there, man, and get what you're worth. You know, bad move for him to sign there. No, and check this out, PGH. Check this out, please. I made a video some time ago. It's called, y'all go check it out when you have time. And I think I made a video, okay? I don't remember. I think it was 10 months ago. It's called something like Terrence Crawford. No, it's called something like Demetrius Andrade equals Terrence Crawford 2.0. And the thing here about Demetrius Andrade, he did what Bud did too, but under Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. He re-signed, or he extended his contract to Eddie Hearn. And ever since he extended his contract to Eddie Hearn, you go to BoxRec, and at the same time, around the same time that Andrade extended his contract to Eddie Hearn, Matchroom or DAZN or whatever, he's been getting like the next 4 fights, these names, you know? And the problem is because Andrade doesn't have the right people around him to see the writing on the wall to avoid getting screwed. And it's sad. We see it time and time again, man. It's just a sad thing. And you're definitely right, PGH. You're definitely right, PGH. Yeah, A+, definitely, man, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Oh, awesome, Reggie. Awesome. I'm going to get you guys real soon. Because we're going to get back to that series. Love it, man. Yeah, PGH saluting everybody. Thanks so much for jumping in, man. So let everybody saluting each other. Awesome stuff right here. Okay, so let's get to the next point I want to talk about. Bud Crawford. Oh, yeah. Bud's awesome. Yeah, I'm not saying anything against as far as that. But facts are facts. Now, as you can see in the thumbnail, okay, as you can see in the photo, let me hide that so you can see it completely there. Bud's not happy. No, I'm just kidding, man. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys, when I was watching the fight, you know, Spence versus Danny, man, it was a great fight. I loved it. Man, Spence came back, showed up, showed out. This is not a post-fight reaction video live, but, you know, why not? You know, you all know the story. I mean, that's why I don't really do it right now, because, I mean, a lot of platforms already gave their post-fight reactions, and it's pretty much what I thought too. Spence gave a wonderful performance. Man, just an amazing comeback. And what do we know, right? Bud was in the crowd. Bud was in the crowd. Man, respect. A lot of people aren't talking about this aspect, okay? And please, I gotta put this out there. Man, Bud got some heart. He got some you know what, kahunas, I guess they say, right? Listen, guys, to come from Omaha and go to Spence's territory in a crowd where, man, Bud got some heart, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I don't think, you know, I don't know if anybody's saying this, but I am, you know, he got some heart. He has some courage to do that. You're going to Texas, that stadium. Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, Bud and he came in with his crew, man. He came with his people. And now did you guys hear this, or was it just me? That's why I have that emoji on the thumbnail. Were people booing him because I remember they would put him on the screen. They put Bud on the screen, the big screen or whatever. I guess he was on his phone, and then I think I saw him like yelling at somebody when he noticed, or I don't know. I didn't even think he noticed he was on the screen, but he started like yelling at somebody in the crowd. And man, when he was put on the screen, all you heard was like, I think he was getting booed. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a really short moment where the broadcaster or whatever put that screenshot and showed the world, right? And it sounded like Bud was getting booed. Can you guys, somebody confirm it? Because it sounded just like when you guys saw the ring walk. I don't know if you guys saw the ring walk. When Danny was going to the ring, the majority was booing Danny, man. Danny Garcia. Man, Spence, man, wow. So much support for Spence in this fight. You know, and when Spence did the ring walk, everybody just cheering for him. Everybody. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when Bud was put on the big screen, the whole stadium was booing this guy, man. I mean, wow. So I got to respect Bud in this aspect that he actually had the courage and heart to go to that fight, man. If I'm not mistaken, man, after the fight, you know, people just, man, you know, just confronting Bud and his crew. I mean, wow. Okay, I want to get to something about this. Let me get to the comments. Love talking it with you guys. Why did Bud even? I don't know. Exactly. I don't know. I don't know why he went. I mean, he didn't really do anything. I mean, you see what I'm saying? He didn't go near the ring. I understand that. I think there were some regulations and stuff like that where Bud couldn't go because of the coronavirus thing. I think he couldn't go to the ring, like jump in the ring. But maybe he could have gone near the ring, after the fight and, hey, congratulations, Spence. I want you, said something. I don't know. I don't know. And a lot of people are saying the same thing about Spence, some people at least. Oh, why didn't Spence say anything about Bud when he was up? I don't know. But I don't know, man. I guess he just wanted to make his presence known. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing about Bud. He's a quiet guy. He doesn't really talk about why he went. I don't know why he went, because from what I understand, Bud recently said he doesn't care if he fights Spence. I mean, you guys already know it on Instagram, whatever. He's done a interview or something, and he recently said, "Man, I don't even care if I fight. I don't even care about if I fight Spence. I don't need to fight him." And then he turns around recently and goes on live on his Instagram by himself. It wasn't an interview; it was just him himself. And then he said, I really want to fight Spence. Those are the two fights I want. I want Pacquiao. I want Pacquiao and I want Spence. But I don't know, man. That's kind of perplexes me about Bud. And then he pops up to the fight. I don't get it. I don't get it. Exactly, Bruce. Why did Bud even go? I don't know. That's a mystery. Okay. It's a mystery to me, man. It's an instant. Curtis Saloon, D. Hodges. Toby says, I ate crow all day Sunday. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. I mean, we all eat crow. I ate crow. Oh my gosh. I ate crow bitterly with the Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce fight. I even went live. I said, man, Daniel Dubois is going to take out Joyce. I said that, man. And he lost by a jab. Oh my gosh, man. I ate crow worse than you, Toby. I ate crow worse than you, man. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, man. Chen Smoke. I heard it got all, heated. Bud is crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know why he went. That's kind of something I want to, an angle I want to talk about. Why did he go? I mean, but he has courage, man. I definitely respect that courage Bud has, to come up to Spence territory and to just, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Yep, they booed. Oh my gosh. Wow. Jeers and boos. Oh my gosh. So I wasn't wrong in putting this thumbnail. Then they did boo him. I just wanted to confirm my doubt because I was researching, and I didn't really see anything online to see that, about something talking about him being booed. So you see, that just goes to show, man. I mean, I understand they were in Texas and stuff like that, but I mean, man, Bud, I think, check this out, you guys. I think that this is just fueling the fire. Listen to this, guys. This is the fueling the fire that's within Bud now. I think those boos and all the hate that he's getting, or whatever we want to call it, right? It's not even really hate. I mean, the thing here is that it's just facts, because Bud, the way he's been going about, saying things and saying different things and saying that he needs Spence, and then saying, he wants to fight Spence, and then saying that he doesn't care now. And now he shows up to his fight. And it's just a lot of, weird kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know. I said it before. He thinks very differently. Bud thinks very differently. Hey, I respect it. It is what it is. He is who he is. He's his own man. You know what I'm saying? But I think that all this, criticism that Bud's getting, he feels it. He feels the pressure. And I think he feels it even more after going to that fight, man. Everybody booing him. I mean, that's harsh. That's some harsh stuff. I didn't expect they were going to. You know what? When they put him on the screen, my first reaction when I saw on TV, I was like, oh, man, everyone's going to be cheering for this guy. Awesome. They're going to be cheering for him. This is good stuff. And then all I heard was, whoa. I was like, oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, man. And I think that all this stuff is just heating the fire in Bud. It's just making the fire even more. And Bud is internalizing this. He's internalizing it. And I think it's just going to make for even more. Whoever he's fighting next, he's going to take it all out on that guy. And let's get back to what let me go back real quick, guys. Hold on. ASAP Sam is saying here. I'm sorry. Where did you say it? Bam. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Just let me know if you hear me, man. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. Let me know. Go ahead and just let me know if you guys hear me. I'm back. Okay. Check 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Just go ahead and can you just confirm real quick, please? Just wait a second. Let me see if I. Just wait a second here. Can you guys hear me? I just went back. I had to go do something real fast, but I'm back. I'm back. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. I heard myself. Okay. I just had to go on YouTube and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. So I think now that's the next thing I want to talk about here, real quick. ASAP Sam, you're definitely right. We talked about it a moment ago, and now I want to focus on it. That Bud's best bet, his next best bet, is to fight Porter. That's his next best bet. Because, like I said a moment ago, Spence and Bud is not going to happen 2021 most likely. So we can just calm down on that talk. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't talk about it too much. I don't really talk about it much about Spence versus Bud because it's not going to happen soon. It's not going to happen soon. So the best bet here is for Bud to fight Porter, and I think that all this booing he received, all this criticism that Bud's getting, which is, I'm not saying it's hating because a lot of it's true. A lot of it is just facts. Okay, please let me know if the sound's all right, you guys. Okay, just LeVar Cooper, thanks so much, man. Thank you. LeVar Cooper's in the building, man. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, family. Thanks for jumping in, LeVar. So let me get to comments real fast, okay? Okay, so you got people saluting everybody. Thanks so much, man. It wouldn't have gone well, Bud is in Earlstown. Yeah, exactly. And he just, that's kind of what I question here. Why did he go? You know what I'm saying? But Bud got some courage. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? So Bud got some courage. Is the mic all right, you guys? Just go ahead and confirm. Is the mic good? Is my mic sound good? All right. Just let me know if the mic sounds good. All right. So okay, thanks, Bruce. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. So this is gonna fuel up the fire. All this booing, criticism, and like I said, I reiterate, people got to understand this stuff. People think that oh, everyone's hating on Bud, and it's not hate. A lot of it is right. It's correct criticism. It's correct criticism. A lot of it is facts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is facts. And I think that this serves. Thanks a lot, LeVar. Thank you guys so much, Bruce LeVar. Thank you for confirming that. Thanks so much. All this is gonna just heat the fire. The water is boiling. It's like a volcano. I've talked about this before. The volcano is building pressure in Bud, and the next opponent, he's just gonna take it out, dude. He's just gonna take it out on his next opponent. And the next best bet for Bud is to fight Porter. He knows what people are saying. He knows what true boxing fans are saying, even though in his mind he looks at it as hate, which I think is he has to open his mind. Bud Crawford, I think he's a little bit too emotional. And it is what it is. Like I said, I respect him. That's it. He's his own man. He's his own man. But I think he's a little emotional. And that's why I think personally in his statements, he's just kind of going all over the place, saying that, I don't need Spence. Nah, I don't even care if this fight even happens. You already know what it is. He was interviewed by that lady. I don't remember her name is. All due respect to the sister. Blessings to her. You know what I'm saying? Great stuff. And it was a perfect, but I think her approach was just to let Bud speak, which was cool because a lot of things could have been said, to Bud, what he was saying, which wasn't really aligning to what's facts. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool how she let him speak. She just let him speak, which is great stuff, but what I'm saying is that, I think that Bud's a little bit too emotional in the way he speaks. And when people speak emotionally, we say things that we shouldn't say and that aren't really according to facts, and what's really going on. And because you already know, Bud. I don't even care if I fight Spence or not. And then like a week and a half later, I really want to fight Spence. I really want to fight Pacquiao. And then he shows up to the fight, and it's like But yeah, his next best bet, man, and that's what I'm saying, that the criticism that he's receiving, even though Bud sees it as hate, it's not hate. I understand some people go a little bit overboard and say, outlandish things about Bud, which is not, it's not good. You know it is, it's hate. But a lot of what real boxing community is saying is just facts. And a lot of that, Bud receives it as hate, but it's not hate. And I think that's because Bud's a little emotional. That's the thing here, you guys. Bud's taking it as hate, but a lot of it is just facts. And he being emotional, he takes it emotionally and he thinks it's hate, but it's not hate. You see what I'm saying? And the majority of true boxing fans and community who love the sport of boxing genuinely say that he has to fight Porter. And the sanctioning body is saying that he has to fight Porter because he's the mandatory. We cannot go around that. We cannot say that, oh, Bud, he's the pound for pound. ESPN put him pound for pound. He fought hell. He been and 140. He's undisputed. I mean, yeah. But you cannot go around a sanctioning body putting a Porter as his mandatory. You can't explain that away. So the next best bet, and we all know Porter, the next best bet for Bud his next best thing is to fight Porter. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it as hate, Bud. It's just things that are correct. And that's the thing. Bud, he's taking it very emotionally, you know what I'm saying? And he has to correct that. You know what I'm saying? We all correct ourselves one way or another. And the thing here is that being famous, I've said this before, being in the limelight, being a star, I consider Bud a star. You know what I'm saying? He's a boxing star, even though controversial, very controversial. It seems like he's getting his limelight a lot in a controversial sense. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, whatever. But true boxing fans know his skills. I'm not talking about skills. You see what I'm saying? So, we all grow. And the thing here is that Bud, any person who's in the limelight, anybody who's in stardom, anybody, actors, celebrities, musicians, politicians, blah blah blah, they get more heat, and Bud's getting that heat. You know what I'm saying? Anything that we do or say can be held, will be held against us in the court of law, as far as stardom and publicity. You know what I'm saying? And Bud is getting that. It doesn't mean people are hating. No, it's just that certain flaws that we see and people are speaking out about it, and he has to correct himself in that. That's all it is. That's all it is. And that's the kind of the sad thing about it. People who are famous, whether they're athletes or whatever field they're in, whatever field of profession that they are in, they have to be to a certain extent mature, and they have to grow in the scrutiny of the public and the face. They have to grow under the limelight, man. And it's kind of sad, but it's true. And that's what Bud's going through. Bud has to grow in these aspects. You know what I'm saying? He has to think very well before he speaks. Don't speak emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why people booed him. You see what I'm saying? That's part of the reason. Not necessarily just because they're Spence fans, but it's because the way Bud has been, his trajectory as far as in the welterweight division, the decisions that he has been making, the decision that he made on re-signing and extending his contract with Top Rank, knowing very well, or he should have known very well, how Bob manages his fighters. How many fighters have left Top Rank? You already know the story, and have been so much more successful as opposed to being under Top Rank. It seems like Top Rank is nice for up and coming fighters and stuff, but when you're big now, get the heck out of Top Rank and be a free agent. You can carry your own brand and go. Sky's the limit right there. You know what I'm saying? ASAP Renee, what do you think about PBC showing Bud a lot of love this past weekend? I mean that's a telltale sign that Bud got to get the heck out of Top. Imagine how great PBC would be treating Bud. But then again, it's a double-edged sword because PBC would say, okay, man, here are the welterweights, bro. It's time to fight them. And I don't know if that's the question. That's the $1 million question. Does Bud really want that smoke, man? I mean, I'm not saying he's ducking. No, I'm not saying that, he's no. But it's a double-edged sword. PBC, man, they would show him mad love. He would get some amazing paychecks. He would have some amazing events, fighting even in Ugas. I mean, the boxing community would be like, wow, we want to see this fight. Heck yeah, let's see how he does against Ugas. Maybe even a Thomas Delorme. I would love to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't knock it, You know, and then it would be the big names, you know, and then it would be like Danny Garcia. He would probably get criticism because, oh, you know, Spence beat him, and you know, but I would love to see that. And then Porter, and then Thurman, and then Peck. I don't know, man. I don't know if Bud wants to do that. You know, just look at the names, you guys. I mean, it's like wow. And like I said a moment ago, I think Bud's just been comfortable, man. I don't know, man. Had he not been comfortable, he would have bought himself out a while ago. But a lot of blame goes to Bud, and that's getting back to what I'm saying. I think that's why he's getting booed, man. I mean, that's why people they're rightly criticizing him, correctly criticizing him. Some people hate him, yes, but a lot of the boxing community, we're speaking facts. That's all it is. We just want to see him fight the best out there. You know, want to see his skills put to the test. That's all it is. But he receives it as hate, you know, because Bud's kind of emotional and he's growing. Hopefully, he corrects this aspect in him. You know what I'm saying? That he needs the right people around him to tell him the things. It seems like the people around him are not really, you know, telling him what it is. It wouldn't surprise me if Crawford finds a way to avoid. Man, now, if Bud opts for Danny, other than Porter, I think he really would get criticized because Porter's is mandatory, man, and we know. I think that Porter would give more of a challenge to Bud than Danny would. I got to repeat that. I think Porter would give more of a challenge to Bud than Danny would, and man, he just needs the right people to tell him what the heck to do, man. And Bud has to stop thinking that people are hating him so much. And no, it's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. And for him to come out and say, man, these fans can't even fight. It's like, come on, bro. He's just speaking too much under emotion. So, I mean, that's what it is with Bud. Mostly, I just wanted to highlight that fact that, you know, he got booed. He has a lot of courage, though, to go to Texas. I tell you that. He got a lot of courage, man. Um, a lot is going to ride on who the heck he's going to fight next. Let's keep an eye out on this, man. Who's going to fight next? Who is Bud going to fight next? I'm assuming it should be early next year, maybe what, March, April, he'll fight somebody. I mean, hope it's Porter. It better be Porter, man. If really Bud has, I mean, he has to open his mind in these things, man. I mean, he has to fight Porter. So, I mean, just wanted to conclude on that aspect. So, we've got ASAP Sam. We're going to get to Canelo right now. Bud can do what Brooke did and do the fights with PBC without. I don't know, bro. That's the controversy. That's the dilemma. That's the dilemma. I don't know because remember, Bob, Bob discarded Bud. I mean, that's the sad thing Bud's in right now. Bud's in a sad situation, and it's all his fault, man. He just stuck to Top Rank. So I don't know, man. I don't, you know, this whole the politic aspect. He can. I personally think he can. He just has to speak. He has to. Same with Andrade. Like I was saying with Andrade, Bud has to get out there and speak to the guy who's over him. It's Todd right now. Todd. I don't know the heck his last name, but he's under Todd now. Todd, not Bob. Okay, because Bob rejected him. He's just like, I'm done with this guy. Todd, take care of this dude. So I think Todd's the president or something like that, of Top Rank. So or something like that. So I did a video on that. I just forgot the guy's name. So Bob rejected him, and now he's under Todd. Bob, Todd. I think the next guy, if Todd rejects him, it's going to be Rod. I don't know. Bob, Todd, Rod, Claude. Okay. I don't know, man. So Bud has to speak up, man. I mean, if you're not going to, and I'm not talking about speaking up in interviews and on Instagram, you got to go to who it is. And push it. Same like I was saying with Andrade. You can't just sit around there thinking that the promoter's going to do it all for you. You got to get up and do it. That's just boxing nowadays. You know, it is what it is. You know, fighters nowadays can't just let it all in their promoter's hands. You got to get up and go to your promoter and talk to him. Tell him, push it. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, Bud's in a difficult situation, man. So, I mean, it is what it is right there, man. Let's get to Canelo. Interesting stuff, right, man? He had, you know, Eddie Reynoso. They had an interview. They were talking with him. And, you know, I got my hopes high for Canelo, man, because if I'm not mistaken, you know, Eddie quoted that the most important thing is that you know, they want to fight. According to Canelo and his team, they want to fight the big names out there, the top competition out there. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. Canelo spoke to ESPN. ESPN Knockouts. It was in Spanish, a Spanish interview. He said that Canelo is planning on retiring at 35 years old. Okay, Canelo is planning on retiring at 35 years old. So he's 30 right now. 5 more years, ladies and gentlemen. I think the future looks bright for Canelo. I mean, he's a star. You already know it. And I don't even get to the whole pound for pound talk. I don't do that. It's too controversial, man. It's just some people put Canelo number one. Some people put Bud for number one. I don't know. I don't get into that talk. But Canelo's a star. We know that. And he has 5 more years. According to Canelo, he said he wants to retire at 35 years old. And at 35, he wants to go golf and do stuff like that. So, and he wants to focus on his promotional company, which is Canelo Promotions, I think. And he says, and his team, that they want the top names. The names that he mentioned, right, were, obviously he's going to fight Callum Smith. He mentioned I think Billy Joe Saunders, that would be a great fight because of the skills. Because of the styles and skills, of course. The styles. We already know styles make fights. I think that would be great. He also mentioned, listen, ladies and gentlemen, okay? He mentioned David Benavidez, all right? Their team, or him and his team at least, talked about David Benavidez. My question is, why didn't he do this, or why didn't his team mention this when Benavidez had a belt? And I said it before in other lives. I think it's because Oscar is the one who was the obstacle between Canelo and fighting the top competition out there. I've said it before. I've been thinking about it the last few months, and that's why I've been going live and talking about it. When this whole DAZN fiasco and lawsuit, blah, 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 Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo, blah, blah, blah. And I said that I think it's because, I've been inclining to think that Canelo and his management, his previous management, which was Oscar De La Hoya, they were the ones that were giving the obstacles to Canelo and giving him these other names that we didn't necessarily desire. Controversially, the out of prime fighters, controversially, you know what I'm saying? There are other fighters out there that would give I personally think, a great competition against Canelo. And the cool thing about it is that Canelo and his team are talking about those names now. Now that Canelo is a free agent, going to fight Callum Smith. I personally think he's going to take Callum Smith out. I'm going to do a post-fight. I'm sorry. I'm going to do a pre-fight, final thoughts analysis on that fight one day before the fight. If I'm not, when are they going to fight? Is it this Saturday? No, it's going to be next Saturday, I think. I think it's going to be on I got the calendar right here. I think it's going to be on the 19th. So I think on Friday, Lord willing, right before that fight, I'm going to give a final thoughts analysis on that fight. Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Ta-da! Oh, yeah. I sent you a Instagram the other day, bro. I was like, where is my guy, man? Where is our guy, Jay Giles? Where is our guy? And I think you can see him in the chat because the problem we had with Jay Giles, I don't know why, I guess some issues with YouTube, technical issues where Jay Giles was blocked miraculously out of nowhere. There are no wrenches in this community. You already know. So thus far, okay? And for some reason, man, Jay Giles, man, our guy was blocked or something. We couldn't see his comments. Can you guys please confirm? And YouTube, can you see? Yes, we can, because I got my YouTube open up here too. Awesome. Jay Giles is back. I hope you're doing good, Jay Giles. I hope you're doing good. I was even asking the queen, Dalia, on Instagram. I said, hey, where's Jay Giles, man? I don't see him. How's he doing, man? What's going on with Jay Giles? And I actually asked her, bro. I actually asked, where's our guy, man? I miss him. Great. Jay Giles is back. Man, that's great. This is great. Jay Giles back. Do you think Oscar was? I think so, Rommel. I think he was Rommel because look, I mean, but look how long Canelo has been with Oscar, and Oscar was grooming him and carefully selecting his opponents to keep his name up there. You see what I'm saying? Now that Canelo is out of Golden Boy and Oscar, we still have to see. I think it's kind of still premature. He's going to fight Callum Smith, which is nice, but I would love to see him. I would love to see him with Billy Joe. We all know. I would love to see him with Jamal, Big Charlo, Jamal Charlo. I would love to see him fight Demetrius Andrade. It's because styles make fights. I would love to see him with these styles that would potentially potentially give Canelo problems just to see Canelo put to the test, man. I really want to see his skills put to the test. And unfortunately, a lot of people, oh, you're hating on Canelo. I'll just speak facts. That's all it is. Mexican legends, several of them, Mexican legends who fought yesteryear, the big fights, from their perspective, they said the same thing. Yeah, I'm just speaking fact. That's all I do. That's all I do. But I think there's hope now. I think, Canelo is going to really go after these guys. His team is saying it. They're recently saying it. You know what I'm saying? They mentioned that, Joe Saunders. They mentioned Benavidez. They haven't mentioned Charlo yet, though. I don't know why. They haven't mentioned Andrade though yet, but we'll see. I'm not. Let's let time. Let's let time, take its place, and let's see what Canelo's gonna do. His moves. This whole Caleb fight, he was gonna fight Caleb, but it was kind of in a really short notice. But it looks like they got their eye on Caleb Plant too. This is good stuff. This is good stuff, guys. So we'll see, guys. Let's be patient. Let's give Canelo a chance here. I am. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Now that he's a free agent, let's see the moves that he makes. Okay, real quick, man. Yeah, man. Awesome stuff, man. Man, Jay Giles is back. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think – I want to hear you guys. Do you guys think that, Canelo is going to really go after these guys now? There's just a few out there. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying it's a whole list of names. I mean, who I really want to see Canelo fight, I repeat, is Billy Joe Saunders, Benavidez, Caleb Platt would be nice, and Charlo, and Andrade. It's 5. Okay. Sounds like a big list, doesn't it? But we're talking about champions, and young fighters that are in their primes. And, it looks like they would give a good match to Canelo. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to see. And as a boxing fan, you know what I'm saying? And I got my hopes high because they're starting to say some names. They're starting to put some names out there. And I reiterate, I do think that, to a certain extent, Ramo Lane, I'm not saying that all the way, because remember, we got to remember this. Remember, we got to go back and remember Canelo, he himself said, I'm not fighting any Mexicans. So I don't know about that, man. I don't know why he said that, but probably wasn't the thing to say. Because remember, he did say that some time ago, I'm not going to fight any Mexicans. It's like, man, bro, come on. What do you mean? David Benavidez, well, he's Mexican-American, whatever. But, but they recently called out, they're saying Benavidez. So, good stuff. So hopefully, but I do think Oscar was, a big reason to why, you know what I'm saying? A big reason to why, man. Jay Giles, saluting everybody. Thanks so much, man. Jay Giles said he ain't going nowhere. That's what I'm talking about, fam. That's what I'm talking about. So Briscoe says I got him blocked from Sarah. Oh, cool. Still blocked. Yeah, I'll be pushing that. Briscoe's, Blue Blood's computer's been down, stuff like that. Hopefully, Lord willing, he'll have me on the panel sometime soon. And I'll mention that, bro. Or, I'll mention that, bro. Briscoe, thanks so much, man. Awesome. Okay, guys, I got to get going, man. Got hopes up for Canelo, man, just to conclude that, and Bud Crawford, we'll see what happens next. Andrade, Demetrius Andrade, man, and Billy Joe Saunders, just to sum up what we talked about today. And hopefully they fight soon, man, because Eddie Hearn's talking about. So, yeah, awesome. Jay Giles, man, he's back. Thank you guys so much, man. I got to get going, man. We've been on for about an hour, 10 minutes, man. Thank you guys so much, man, for being here. We're going to keep pushing the content. Y'all know what it is, man. Thanks so much, Renee Box. Yeah, man, go ahead and share this stuff. You know what it is. I love you guys, community. You guys jump in. Love it, man. So much talking up with you guys. Keep an eye out for the content. You already know I'm going to keep pushing it, man. Stay safe, please, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, Renee Box, yeah, man, like I said, man, thank you guys so much for the new subscribers, those who have been with me since day one, man. I love you guys all, man. Thanks so much. I got to get going, man. Real quick, ASAP says Canelo wants the big fight, so I think he will. I got my hopes high, bro. I got my hopes high. So we'll see what happens, man. All day. We'll see what happens, man. We're just going to wait for we're going to be patient about this. He's going to be fighting Kalen Smith, so we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks so much, man. It's all for you guys. You know what I'm saying? All for love, sport box, and all for you guys. ASAP Sam, thank you. Your new name right here. You know what I'm saying? Thanks so much for jumping in, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not, man. Go ahead and share, man. Peace out, family. Stay safe.